It's a new one. Well, hello there, Perfect Drafters. How the devil are we doing? It's an exciting one. Yes, it is. Of course it is. Because it is a new keg. As promised, people. As promised. Right. I've got my glass there. You've seen the intro. Thought I'd do something a little bit special for this new keg release. You know, I mean, Beerhawk did the draft week, didn't they? How much did I pay? Well, I got the pack. It weren't too bad. So it is the new keg. It is the Schneiders Bayrisch Hell's lager. It's 4.9% and it's got some competition. Let's be honest, people. It has got some competition on this beauty. Now, I'm talking obviously a Stella. A lot of people do like the Stella. A lot of people like Jupiler as well. But for me, and I have been through a fair few, I'm talking the Oktoberfest ones, the Lowenbrau, the Spaten. But for me, the Hertog is the one that this little beauty has to topple to say I am the king of the lagers on the Perfect Draft. So this has come, like I say, as part of the draft week. That said, the keg's still in stock, so that's quite unusual because normally new keg releases, you see them all just going and they're out of stock within days. Now the pack, which I got, yeah, flicky flicky flu, I got a candle, didn't I? Got a candle, so I shouldn't be using it really because that's for the missus for Christmas. But Bavarian Field candle. Yeah, it's a field, isn't it? Smells like a field. Apparently you can get a tent smell. I mean, if that's a sweaty tent that you're sharing with mates at a festival, you can keep your smell. Apparently you can get pretzel as well. I don't know. I mean, what's a pretzel smell like? Salty? A bit salty? Not sure. My mate's got one. I'll ask him. What's the pretzel? Anyway, it's not about a candle. I got 2 glasses as well. So there it sits, proud as punch, on the Perfect Draft. Now, one thing I've noticed, and I'm just seeing it just now, I'm looking, the rubber tube is coming slightly down below the tap. Yeah. Which ain't a bad thing. I think that can help with mouldage. Yeah, mould. Because mould can kind of congeal in there. I've never had too much of a problem, but I have seen some pictures where that is a problem. So that's why I think they've probably done that. You know, extended the tubage. Anyway, got 2 glasses, I got me candle, and I got 2 kegs of this little baby. And that was £79.80 or whatever it was. I was like lightning getting that. Now, I have got a good yodel man. So Monday morning, there he was, wombling down the drive, happy days, with me kegs. Good stuff. So we're obviously talking your standard 6 litre keg. We're talking 4.9%. And we are talking £39.90 if you buy this keg on its own. Now, I have seen a few remarks saying, look, we're being stitched here because over the pond, if it's pond, lake, river, it is a little bit less than that. It's got to be said. So, I don't know, maybe that was a bit of a introductory price because we got a £5 gifted beer tokens that took that into account. But anyway, yeah, whatever. If it's a belter, I will buy it again, even though I've got another keg in stock. If it's a belter. Now, it would have to be above a Jupiler for that to be the case, especially at that price. I mean, when you are considering a Spaten is £31.90, a Tennant and Jupiler are both £31.50, and a Hertog is £31.90. Yeah, in terms of coinage, it's got stiff competition. It's described in Bavaria as land beer, which is a beer that characterises the people and its ingredients of the region. So the brewery, basically gets ingredients from local sources, local farmers, what have you, and that's what goes in there. Usually with the Hells, you've got a little bit of sweetness, but obviously that malty, hoppy taste as well. A German beer is rarely a bad beer. And then you've got the standard kind of purity laws as well, which always, it just reassures you. It means, look, you're going to get a good one. But anyway, let's see if that's the case. Let's have a look at the keg. Let's do the pour. I'll bring it in. We'll have a look, see if there's any bubs. I mean, I think Hell's beers are a little bit less carbonated than usual. But let's see if there's any bubs. Let's have a look at the colour. I might even give this one a whiff. Might give it a whiff. I'll give it a taste. I'll have some snackage, and I was criticised for my cheesy footballs on the last video, so I've got a bit of a better standard of snackage. And then I'll grade them both. I'll grade the beer, I'll grade the snack. Let's give it a go, peeps. Let's give it a go. Now, the nice thing about that pack is the fact that I've got 2 kegs. So I've got 2 kegs, so I can bring this little baby in and show you like that. Look at that. So Lovely Keg Design. That's the farm, local kind of region. Yeah, so from the heart of Bavaria. From the heart of Bavaria. Lovely, lovely stuff. It's got some hops, got some grains. Yeah, so good stuff. And yeah, Schneiders Bayrisch Hell lager on the Perfect Draft. Dilly ding, dilly dong. So let's have a swizz round. Yeah. So some people do say, what kind of sell-by date, what kind of best before date do you get on these little babies? So got this just in the week. There you go. Got this on Monday. And there you go. April next year. So not bad. Not bad, can't moan. There we go. Lovely. There's the keg. Let's do the pour. So there we have it, there we go. There's the glass that I got. Happy days. I don't know if you can see that there, but look at him. Little tube, just popping down. Anyway, popped it in this morning. 3 degrees. Went in at 5 at that sub-cold, like you saw on the intro. 30 days left on her. Let's get pouring, people. Woly boly. Woly moly, people. Right. Should have given it a little bit of a spray through the spout first. That ain't easy to say. It'd be even less easy to say after a few quacks. This one should be alright. It's 4.9. But anyway, I'll let that settle. Let it settle. Give it a top up because look at that. Look at that. Boldy, boldy, boldy. Right. Okay, I've just given a little bit more of a top up, but let's bring her in. Okay then, people. So yeah, I've still got a bit of a head on that, but let's have a look. Lovely golden straw-like colour. That's not bad. There's some, what can only be described as slow bubs. Slow bubs, a little bit like a sloth. Slothy bubs. Just going up the glass. Slothy bubs. Anyway, didn't expect a volcano, not like the Heineken on the sub. That was a volcano. But now, let's give it a sup. Yeah, still getting that Bavarian field. Bavarian. Anyway, right, I've just given it another little tippy-toppy 2. Well, that's looking like an absolute dream pint. Yes, it is. Just hanging about with me mate. There, wasn't I? All right? It's the only mate I've got in this bar. It is. Really is. Anyway, here we go. Schneiders. Yeah. It's got to be good. It's got to be good, people. It's got to be good to get a second visiting, although I've got a second keg. It will get a second visiting. To get a third, it's got to be very good. It's very nice having a nice whiff whilst enjoying a pint. I wonder if that will help its marks. It's not going to make me biased towards it. Right. Here we go, people. Here we go. It's a bit different. It's a bit different. It's a bit different. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's nice and refreshing, as usual, you know, out of the Perfect Draft. Nice and refreshing. Not too much carbonation to it. Not too fizz bang wallop. What a video. It's definitely, I mean, because I've just had that Heineken before, off the sub, that does make me think, look, this is a nice beer, because I really didn't like that Heineken. I don't like Heineken. You know, it's just one of those things. This is a different ball game. It really is. It's a different ball game. So I've really got to think back to the Jupiler. I've got to think back to even the Big Red Tea. I've got to think back to the Hertog, because I enjoyed all of them. I did enjoy them. Even the Tenants. I did enjoy the Tenants myself. I did off that. So I'm casting my mind back to those. I'm casting my mind to the Oktoberfest, and that was a long time ago, because I didn't get any of those this year. I've had quite a lot of lagers recently. Quite a lot of lagers. Let me go again. It has got that typical kind of Hell's sweetness. It's a little bit of sweetness in there. And that's what makes it a bit different. That is what separates it from a Hertog, or separates it from a Stella, absolutely. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. And you do get the malt coming through. It's good. I like it. I like it. Do I love it? No. Do I like it? Yes. And just the opposite to that Heineken. I know I keep going on about it, but there's no bad aftertaste to this. There's no tinny. You know, the bitterness is low on it. It's an easy drinker. At 4.9%, this, I reckon you could have a fair few pints of and enjoy. You could. Yeah, tastes pretty light. I think the closest is a Jupiler. That's what I'd say. I'm not going to say any more than that before getting into some snackage and then having another sup, and then I'll grade it. Right then, people. So, after the disaster that was the cheesy footballs, I've gone for Cheetos. I mean, you can't go wrong with Cheetos, surely. Often normally compared to Wotsits, especially giant Wotsits. Not these ones, because these have been twisted, people. These have been twisted. Now then, £1 retail recommended price, but I actually paid 89p for them, which was a little bit of a bargain. I was in Home Bargain, and that's where I found them. Baked, not fried, no artificial preservatives, any blurb on the back? None. Just saying, once open, consume within 3 days. Not a danger. Not a danger. They are flaming hot, though. Now, I do like a bit of spice. It's been a while since I've had a bit of spice. These are flaming hot. I'm not expecting them to blow my head off, although that would make a nice video. Not going to get it out there because I'd have had my head blown off. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Right, let's get stuck in. Here we go. Oh, they are thick. They're meaty beasts. Smelling spicy. What I'm getting when I smell those are them Toms. You know, like what they're called. You know, the tomato jobbos. Was it just Toms? Can't remember the tomato snacks. They don't find them in many places. I like them though. Anyway. Look at you. Look at that. That's got some flavour on it as well. I don't know if I should go for two. I might look like a gerbil. But anyway, I'm going to fire two in. That one's a bit of a Sammy Snake. It's less of a twister. Quite excited about this. Let's get them in. Oh, they're good. They're good. They're a winner. They are just like those tomato things, but spicy and bigger. What can go wrong? Flaming hot twisted Cheetos. Boom. I'm buying them again. I am. I'm going to Home Bargains tomorrow. I'm getting them. I'm getting them again. Let me have one more. Whew. I'll tell you what, there's not a chance that they would stay open for 3 days. Not in my household. I like you. How much do I like you? Nice and cooling after the Cheetos Twisted Flaming Hot Flavoured Crisps. It's refreshing. It's not got any bad aftertaste. There's a hint of kind of lemon and pepper and stuff in there. I didn't sniff it. There's no need to. No need to. Nice mouthfeel. Not going to make you too gassed up, I don't think. You're not going to be belching all night after that. You're not. Yeah, it's nice and pleasant. It's good. It's good. But I'm saying it's good. It's not out of this world. Simple as that. Where would I sit it? I would sit it above a Tennant's. Yes, I would. I would sit it just above a Spaten. Yeah, I would. I wouldn't sit it above a Jupiler. No. I wouldn't sit it above a Lowenbrow or a Spaten Oktoberfest. Both those Oktoberfest versions of those beers. I wouldn't sit it above a Hertog. So I'm not one to bang on about price, but at the price it's at the moment, I don't think it's worth buying over those other ones. At least not for a second time. I would certainly give it a go because different folks, different strokes, people, simple as that. And you might find that slightly less gassiness and that total lack of aftertaste. There's just really no bitter aftertaste there at all. It is a little bit smoother. It's a nice, refreshing lager. It is a Hell's. It's worth a go. It's worth a go to see if you like it that bit more because you could. It is a little bit different. And I can see why they've brought it onto the Perfect Draft because it is a little bit different. So for myself, I would buy a Hertog any day of the week over that. But it is worth a single keg go just to see if you like it. I'm not sure how different it is out of the bottles. I've never had a bottle. What I'm saying is, about that little beauty, I'm going to give that an 8. It's the same as what I gave the Spate. I gave the Spate an 8. And I did say it's a step above it. It's probably like an 8.2, 8.2, 8.3 or something like that. Whereas a Spaten's just 8 on the dot. But it's not quite up there with the Jupiter, I don't think. Not quite. Although that is probably the one I would liken it to the most. Or maybe a standard Lowenbrow. But I didn't actually review the Lowenbrow. I had that before I started doing any reviews. Anyway, that's what I'm giving it. I'm giving it an 8. And believe me, I'm going to enjoy that keg. I'm going to enjoy that keg. I've got a mate coming round tomorrow night. I have got a mate. Got a mate coming round tomorrow night, and I know he'll like it. It's not one that's going to offend people. It really isn't. So, good. Those, even though they can stay open for 3 days, and therefore I could give my mate tomorrow 1 or 2 of those, that ain't going to happen. I'm firing these down. Simple as that. I only had a jacket spud earlier, so I've got capacity for these Cheetos Twisted Flaming Hot Flavoured Crisps. They're nice. They're knocking on the door of Schneiders, people, and that's how good I'm saying these are. Right, they're a 9. They're a 9. I like them. I can't remember the last time I was this excited about a snack. Can I? Wasn't that long ago, actually. I had a really surprising snack. I think it was a Wicked Kitchen one, probably 2 or 3 reviews ago, that I also did really like. But anyway. I really do like those. The only thing I don't like about them is it does say about the 3 days thing. They are a slightly bigger bag, and it even says here, this pack contains 2 or 3 servings. No, it doesn't, people. No, it doesn't. Not when you taste like that. Ah! Right, don't set a light to the bag. I'm on fire. Right. So, yeah, they're a 9. That's an 8. What's coming up? I've got quite a few lagers coming up. And I think it's because I did fire through the IPAs and the, Abbey beers and stuff like that, because I prefer that if I'm in a pub, I pick those over a lager, but I still do enjoy a lager. So I'm left with quite a few lagers to review. So I've got coming up, I've got a Stella, because I've never reviewed a Stella. How's that happened? In my time of reviewing, I've not reviewed a Stella. So there is a Stella coming up. That's what's coming up. There's also a Bud. A Budweiser. Yeah. I'm intrigued with a Budweiser because, I've never had it off the Perfect Draft. I don't think I've ever had it off draft. Had many a bottle back in the day for whatever reason. So I am intrigued. I might do a bit of a bottle comparison because let's face it, you think of Bud and you think of the bottle. So I might do a bottle comparison with the keg with that one. Anyway, I've got I've got a Torp or 2 on the sub as well. What's this, 4.9? I've got a Torp or 2 coming up on the sub compact as well. So stay tuned for that. Well, not stay tuned, because that shows me age, number 1. And number 2, you don't stay tuned on YouTube after this video. It don't go on to the next one of mine, I don't think. But anyway, beyond all of that, people, if you want to see those reviews coming up, please subscribe, give this video a like, because that helps. Comment if you've tried this little belter, and some of you obviously have. So please do let me know, what did you think of this beer? What did you think of Draft Week? My thoughts on Draft Week are that it was okay. I mean, they gave us that £5. They launched this beer. That's good. And if I win some beer tokens from posting a few pictures, then it's a very good week. Beerhawk. It's a very good week. Right. But beyond all of that, people, like I say, have an absolute belter of a weekend. Enjoy whatever you're doing. It's got a bit chilly. So let that fire blaze and let the ale flow. Enjoy, people. Have a good one. Cheers. Cheers.